Welcome aboard for our short 1 hour and 45-minute transfer down to the American Queen Steamboat Company's American Empress. We hope that your stay in Spokane was enjoyable and you had the opportunity to meet a few of our 97 staff members who made this all-American crew and cruise product the pride of the Pacific Northwest. Please allow us the opportunity in the next few minutes to explain several features of the boat and provide you with a quick overview of your upcoming trip. Because you've already checked into the boat at the hotel, upon arriving at the American Empress, you can simply walk on to begin your voyage. Be certain to have your boarding pass ready, for you need to scan it every time you enter and exit the boat. It will also act as your onboard charging card. The American Empress is a cashless system. Therefore, every time you'd like to buy a drink, make a purchase in the gift shop, or book one of our premium shore excursions, just show this card and your onboard account will reflect the charge. If you didn't have the opportunity to check in at the hotel, please inform one of our staff members who will escort you to the purser's office, where this process will be handled promptly. Upon boarding the boat, you'll be greeted by our friendly staff offering small canapes and a friendly smile. Go ahead and locate your stateroom, explore the boat, and enjoy your opulent surroundings. Approximately 30 to 45 minutes after boarding, our captain will give instructions about the boat drill. When he makes this announcement, please go to your stateroom, don your life jacket, and wait outside your stateroom in the center hallway and await crew instructions. The American Empress has two dining venues, the Astoria Dining Room and the River Grill. Both serve the finest in American and Northwest cuisine at no additional upcharge. The Astoria Dining Room offers an upscale dining experience with open seating and is available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. See dining times in the daily River Times newsletter. The River Grill, our alternative dining venue, is located on the top deck and offers panoramic views as you dine on meals prepared bistro style. Here, breakfast and lunch are served as a buffet, while reservations are required for dinner. Please see the maitre d' for questions and reservations. The entertainment on the American Empress is second to none. With a live orchestra and talented onboard entertainers, you'll be delighted each evening with our variety of acts. Whether it's our cast shows, guest entertainers, or casual musical performances in the Paddle Wheel Lounge, you'll not be disappointed. Our entertainment staff has also developed a variety of activities during the day while cruising. Our River Lorians are a welcome treat to our guest experience. These well-versed historians have prepared wonderful talks about the river, Lewis and Clark, river navigation, as well as other information that will help with the educational and cultural enhancement of your cruise. So, you may ask, where do I find all the information about each day's activities? The River Times is our onboard communication piece that is delivered each night to your stateroom. It provides information about the following day, an agenda for the day's activities, as well as great information about our entertainment venues, restaurant times, and shore excursion selections. Although the beautiful ship and rivers may be the highlight of your cruise, the Shore Excursions Department has worked diligently to make your experience on shore as memorable as your experience on board. Your Shore Excursions team, led by our Shore Excursion Specialist, has created shore experiences that are second to none. Together with our fine and professional motor coach drivers, you'll explore each of our river towns in a way that no other cruise line offers. Your Shore Excursion Specialist can be found at the purser's window between the hours of 5 and 6:30 p.m. or check for them out on the docks during the day. Our American Empress motor coaches are the envy of the shore excursion industry. With these well-appointed and comfortable modes of transportation, you'll be able to explore the river towns with our included hop-on, hop-off transportation system. That's right. In every port, with the exception of embarkation and disembarkation days, your fare includes these award-winning excursions. Would it be okay if we blow our own horn a second? For 2 years in a row, the American Queen Steamboat Company's Shore Excursion Department has won the award for Best Shore Excursions in the cruise industry. As you can imagine, we beat some very impressive competition. We're very proud of our Shore Excursions staff, and they're here to ensure that the experience you receive on board the American Empress flows seamlessly on shore. In addition to our included hop-on, hop-off tours, we've developed a series of premium experiences for our guests that highlight specific interests and delve deeper into the culture of a region. We'll talk about these more in depth later when we go over the daily itinerary, but we're confident that with the variety of high-quality excursions offered, you'll be sure to find something to spark your interest. Now, let's talk about how the award-winning hop-on, hop-off system works and explain how you can get the best experience using this exclusive included tour. For your convenience, we've provided maps of each port city, available just outside the purser's office the evening prior to port arrival. The map highlights all of the included hop-on, hop-off stops and points of interest such as drugstores, restrooms, or ATMs. Each hop-on, hop-off tour offers select included admissions to local attractions. The attractions on your map marked with a red star have your admission already included, or we've made a donation in your name for entrance. Just show your boat card to enjoy the venue. For attractions that are marked with a blue POI, that means that the attraction is either free or at an additional charge not included in your fare. American Empress Shore Excursions are all about flexibility. Departure time for your hop-on, hop-off tour is up to you. The evening before arrival in port, please take a boarding pass from outside the purser's office. Each boarding pass has a different color depending on the departure time you've chosen. Remember that time slots are on a first-come, first-served basis, and a new boarding pass is required for each port. Hop-on, hop-off tours run each day for approximately 4 hours. Buses will arrive every 15 minutes to drop off and pick up guests. However, in Richland and Stevenson, buses will arrive every 30 minutes, so you have ample time at these larger attractions. Don't worry, we'll go over that again later. Remember, you can make your tour as long or short as you wish, because the motor coaches always come back to the boat on each circuit. We'll have local guides on each bus who are so proud and willing to give you information about their towns. You can truly hear the pride in their voices. Let's recap this process. First, pick up your map and boarding pass at the purser's desk the night before. 2. Meet your bus on the dock 15 minutes prior to your selected departure time. 3. Hop off at any stop. 4. Hop on whenever you see a sandwich board sign to continue your tour. Enjoy each stop and explore the river towns and attractions. Know that no matter how long you'd like to stay at each attraction, a motor coach will come to pick you up on the appointed schedule. In Lewiston, Stevenson, and Richland, we operate on a set schedule, which will be provided when you board the motor coach. Don't worry about remembering this. Our staff is there to guide each and every day. All of this sounds pretty enjoyable, right? Now let's delve into each town in more detail. Lewiston and Clarkson. These twin cities are our destination for the first 2 days of our voyage. Tonight you'll enjoy your first meal on board. Spend your evening getting settled in and explore the amenities of the beautiful American Empress. We'll have a great performance in the show lounge and additional entertainment in the paddle wheel lounge to welcome you aboard. Day 2 in Clarkson includes a visit to the Nez Perce Visitor Center on your included hop-on, hop-off tour. This center will start the Lewis and Clark narrative and will learn in great detail how the Nez Perce Indians were so instrumental in the success of the Corps of Discovery. This afternoon, you can enjoy the first of our premium experiences. And boy, is it a highlight! The American Empress has teamed up with the best jet boat operator on the Snake River for a 5-hour adventure that you won't want to miss. Now, don't be scared of the words jet boat. These are actually very comfortable boats that are propelled with jet boat technology. The ride is generally very smooth, and there's even a bathroom on board. We'll be able to enjoy the scenic views of the canyon and maybe spot some wildlife. We make a stop at the Nature Conservancy's Garden Creek Ranch, and a donation will be made in your name to their cause. Now, if you want something a little more exciting, sign up for our all-day jet boat ride. This boat goes for 9 hours and goes further and deeper into Hell's Canyon. The ride does get more adventurous with Class 2 and 3 rapids, and the canyon gets narrower. This adventure is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and truly enjoyable for guests of all ages. Now, guests ask us this question all the time. Can I do both the included tour and the premium experience in the same day? The answer is yes. Well, yes, most of the time. Whenever you see the Combine logo on any excursion, this means that the included tour and the premium experience have been timed so that you can enjoy both tours. If you're not joining us for the Hells Canyon Premium Jet Boat experiences, there'll be an afternoon shuttle to Lewiston, Idaho to browse around the Nez Perce County Historical Society and Museum and explore the local shops. Your full day of riverboating gives you the opportunity to rest and relax while enjoying the scenic views of the Snake River. Enjoy the onboard amenities the Empress has to offer and stop by to see the shore excursion specialist to plan your onshore experiences for the week. Next, we find ourselves docked in Richland within the Tri-Cities region of Washington. Today's Hop-On, Hop-Off tour includes both Sacagawea State Park and the Country Mercantile Farm Store. Our motor coaches will depart from these locations every 30 minutes. At Sacagawea State Park, you'll have the opportunity to continue the Lewis and Clark story at the Sacagawea Interpretive Center. The knowledgeable volunteers and docents of the center will answer your questions about the expedition and Sacagawea's role in their success. We have yet another exciting day for you in the Dalles. On this included Hop-On, Hop-Off tour, take a look at the Fort Dalles Museum and become awestruck at the views at the Columbia Gorge Discovery Museum. Also, check out the original Courthouse Museum and the Sunshine Mills Winery, which are all available on the Hop-On, Hop-Off tour. In the Dalles, we have two premium experiences available for you. The first is aptly named The Art of the Gorge and the Grape. This tour offers breathtaking views mixed with international art, topped off with an exclusive barrel tasting at a local vineyard. Let's begin with an artistic journey around the world at the Maryhill Art Museum, where you can take in the art and unbelievable views of the river with Mount Hood in the horizon. Here, discover original works of art by Rodin and check out the jewels of the Queen of Romania, a friend of the museum's founder, Sam Hill. Afterwards, we'll take you to the Jacob Williams Winery to taste some local wine, straight from the barrel, in a picture-perfect setting atop a bluff overlooking the Columbia Gorge. Not many visitors get to do this. Or take a trip back in time to the Western Airplane and Automobile Museum with our High-Octane Antiques Premium Tour. Here, browse around the over 130 antique cars and restored airplanes dating as far back as 1917. Available exclusively to American Empress guests, we'll take a guided tour of the restoration workshop where these historic vehicles come back to life. Then you can hop in a Model T and take a ride back to the 20th century. And for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, take advantage of our Experience Enhancement option, where you can get a bird's-eye view of the Pacific Northwest in your very own private plane ride. See breathtaking views of Mount Hood like never before as you glide over the mountainside. This is one experience you won't be able to get anywhere else. Before you know it, you'll be taking in the quaint town of Stevenson, Washington. The Stevenson Hop-On, Hop-Off tour will depart the dock every half hour beginning at 8:30. See your map for exact departure times. On your included tour, we'll stop at the Bonneville Dam, where you can explore the inner workings of the powerhouse and discover the innovative ways that the dam accommodates spawning salmon through the rivers. After your tour of the dam, be certain to hop off at the Columbia Gorge Interpretive Center. Here, see historical artifacts of the first people to live in the gorge, the Cascade Chinook tribe. Learn about the culture of the region with exhibits that celebrate 15,000 years of history. For your Stevenson Premium experience, take in the amazing views of Multnomah Falls and Crown Point, featuring the Old Scenic Highway. Make sure to have your camera ready during your narrated drive, where you can capture this exact shot of the Vista House and the surrounding Columbia Gorge at the Women's Forum State Scenic Viewpoint. Then, as you continue along the Old Scenic Highway, see Oregon's highest waterfall, Multnomah Falls, and Vista House atop Crown Point. For these views, I don't think a picture can do them justice. Another premium experience option in Stevenson is The Beauty and Bounty of the Pacific Northwest, a Mount Hood full-day experience. This is an in-depth look at the agriculture and history of the Mount Hood surrounding area. Travel to Mount Hood on the beautiful Fruit Loop Road, weaving through vineyards, orchards, and farmland. Then visit Timberline Lodge, the spot where President Franklin Roosevelt gave his dedication to the Mount Hood National Forest. Inside, enjoy complimentary hot cocoa and pastries in front of the beautiful stone fireplace. A tour of this historic building is included. Afterward, it's time to be a local. Enjoy lunch prepared by dedicated Stevenson residents with all local, sustainable ingredients at the Parkdale Grange. Learn about the Grange and how agriculture is so important to this region. Lastly, take a tour rich in the knowledge of the agriculture and history of the area at the Mount Hood Winery. Here, sip on some wine while enjoying an unbeatable view of Mount Hood. And so you don't miss anything, let's take a ride to visit Multnomah Falls to complete this great adventure. Now it's time to take on the adventurous spirit of Lewis and Clark as we arrive at Astoria, Oregon, where the expedition came to fruition. On your hop-on, hop-off tour, take advantage of the included admissions to the historic Flavel House, Astoria Column, and the Heritage Museum. Be certain to take a relaxing stroll along the Riverwalk and check out the downtown shopping district. Thomas Jefferson said to Meriwether Lewis that his mission was to get to the Pacific Ocean. To complete that mission, come with us on the Lewis and Clark Premium Experience. Explore the Middle Village and Station Camp, part of the Lewis and Clark National Historical Park, before heading to Cape Disappointment, the site where the team finished their 2-year journey. This is also the site where they filmed the Kevin Costner movie, The Guardian. You'll also have a chance to visit Fort Clatsop, the camp where Lewis and Clark braved the winter, and see the expansive interpretive center. For even more adventure, join us on the Zip Lining Adventure Premium Experience. Glide through evergreens and zoom over waterways as you experience the natural wonders of the Pacific Northwest from a bird's-eye view. Don't worry, ziplining is completely safe and a lot of fun for guests of all ages. After those adventures, you may be sad the cruise is coming to an end with our last stop in Vancouver, Washington. But the fun doesn't have to stop there. Join us on the Rose City Premium Experience Tour. This narrated city tour of Portland begins where the settlement began at Fort Vancouver and continues through to the tranquil Rose Test Gardens. This package also includes transportation to the airport or your post-cruise hotel. For a different and more explosive post-cruise tour, come along with us on the Mount St. Helens Premium Tour. Here, you'll experience a narrated city tour of Portland, including the Rose Test Gardens, as well as an up-close tour of Mount St. Helens volcano. You'll stop along the route of destruction caused by the eruption in 1980 and enter the blast zone to witness the natural rebuilding of the surrounding landscape. Remember, to take this tour, you must be staying the night in Vancouver or Portland. This about brings your adventure to a close. We hope your journey was as adventuresome and educational as Lewis and Clark's. There'll be a disembarkation discussion provided by your shore excursion specialist to give additional information on the post-cruise process. See your River Times for details. Our goal is to provide one-of-a-kind experiences that allow you to appreciate all the Pacific Northwest has to offer, from following the adventure of Lewis and Clark to enjoying local wines while taking in breathtaking views of Mount Hood and the Columbia Gorge. To reserve your spot on any of our premium excursions, please feel free to stop by the purser's office to talk to your shore excursions specialist. The American Queen Steamboat Company and her all-American crew thanks you for choosing the American Empress.